Well, it's time for another walk in the woods. This time I'm going to go inspect the Union lines, the Union attractions on the North Anna battlefield. Last time I came here in the summer, I looked at the Confederate ones, but it was too hot to take much of a walk, so I'm back when the weather is cooler. Let's see what's up ahead. Who's my intended audience for this tour? Well, basically me as a young man. Let me explain. I was raised in Burbank, California, and when I was a teenager back in the early 70s, I became intensely interested in the American Civil War because of a history teacher who was also intensely interested in it, and his enthusiasm caught on. And I've always wanted to see what the battlefields I read about looked like, but back then you couldn't because there was no internet, and people weren't taking videos like this. And so I always wondered, so if you're a person or a young man, or a young woman, or not so young, or someone living in a place far away from Virginia, and you've read about the North Anna battlefield, and you'd like to see what's there, what it's like, well, this is the video for you. Here I am at stop number 8, representing the Battle of May 23rd at 6:45 p.m., 1864, of course. And I am here, which is further than I got last time I came here. You can get a good view of this map. Unfortunately, I really want to be around here, the Union part of the battlefield, and I think this is the trail, so maybe if I work my way that way to what's called the Blue Trail, I'll get there. But here's a picture of the plaque. I'm not going to read it other than to say that we are now standing in the tip of the famous inverted V position constructed by Lee's army along the North Anna River. There's the V, inverted V. That's where I am. And if you want to read more, pause this and read more, and I shall continue. Here's stop 7. I appear to be working backwards. Atop a platform. Save yourselves if you can. You are here. So, another shot for you to read, if you like. As the imperiled Union Brigade huddled in the ravine before you, that's that ravine, General Mahone recognized that their bold assault was unsupported. Okay, so I still want to find the Blue Trail. Unfortunately, here's a sign that says beginning of the Blue Trail. Markers 1 through 13. Here we go. The first of the Blue Trail markers, stop 1. Men from Massachusetts. I'll give you a shot of that. I will say this about this battlefield. It is remarkably well documented. And we're right there between the 57th Mass and 56th Mass. The entrenchments, what's left of them, seem very, very good. They're quite high. They seem higher than the normal entrenchments that I see in battlefields, which are often eroded away. These seem to be deep. That is, if I'm looking at actual entrenchments, and I think I am. But the county of Hanover and whomever else did this trail did a really wonderful job of documentation. This battle, which, let's face it, it isn't as notable as Antietam or Cold Harbor or Spotsylvania's Muleshoe or any of that, is very, very well documented. And as you can also see, it's heavily wooded. Lots of trails here, maybe miles of trails, I don't know. I'm glad it's not as hot as it was last time I was here back in, what was it, early July? Well, here's another stop. This is stop 2. Like the coming of a cyclone. I will pause here and let you see this. Now we're over here near the 2nd Georgia Battalion's rifle pits and among Ledley's brigade of troops. If you are interested in the Battle of North Anna, I hope you're getting your fill. Oh, there's 2 soldiers who were wounded in action here. Whew. That's quite a ravine. Very deep. And by the way, welcome to Virginia. Heavily wooded everywhere. Well, nearly everywhere. Here's stop 3. 6:45 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Run for safety. We are here. Actually, I wanted to make my way more towards Ox Ford, but I guess I'll have to do that. A pouring thunderstorm. The Yanks slid down the steep ravines before you, discarding their equipment as they ran. Holy cow. You can't see it, but those are steep. Look at all the trees that have fallen here. Died from scurvy and diarrhea. Whew. All right, that's stop 3. I'm at the bottom of a ravine with a very high slope. And one question I have as I walk this battlefield is, what must it have looked like during the battle? Was it this heavily forested? Because if it was, it must have been absolutely miserable placing men in formations along these areas and attacking. It couldn't have been as heavily forested as it is now. Or else it would have been known as the wilderness or something. But yeah, you could see this as I make my way through here, but there's a lot of trees here. A lot. How did they place men in companies and formations here? I don't know. Golly, this is a tiring walk. So if I sound exhausted, it's because I am. Grant reacts. My favorite Civil War general. He had suddenly realized he maneuvered the Army of the Potomac into a hazardous position. Lee now had his entire army south of the North Anna. Our lines covered his front with 6 miles separating the 2 wings, guarded by a single division. Pontoon bridges to construct pontoon bridges to link his divided army. Wow. All right, so where are we here? Right here where Mahone's skirmishers started out. This is a very detailed map. Here's Highway 1. Here's Hancock and 2nd Corps country. And I'm in the middle of these woods right here. Maybe I'll see the North Anna River soon. So let's find stop number 5. Here's another part of the battlefield that looks considerably different than the parts I've been walking through. Mainly because all of these pines are so much smaller and newer, I guess, than the other ones. Interesting looking place. This is a long trail, and yours truly is getting kind of winded here. I may turn around soon, especially since I want to find Falk the Ford on the Anna. But here's a plaque dead ahead. Let's see what it says. There are some huge ravines here. Very rolling ground. Okay. Ledley's Legacy, stop number 5. You are here. Run like sheep. S-H-E-A-P. Okay, well, I'm not far from the Anna River. In fact, I think I can hear it, either that or a railroad train. Okay, let's backtrack. I'd like to get to Ox Ford. Uh-oh. That's not wind I'm hearing in the tree canopy. That's rain. I have a feeling I'm about to get very wet. Well, dear viewer, since there is rain forecast for the next hour where I'm at, I think I'm going to call this trip quits. It looks like there may have to be a North Anna Battlefield Walk Part 3. I do want to find that crossing, Ox Ford, so I'm going to make my way back to the car and get wet. Ah, the things I do for fellow Civil War buffs. Yikes. I am drenched.